Hello, Sin Fam! Welcome back to the channel. My name is Cyanide, and if you're new to the channel, I just want to give you an extra special welcome. Let you know that I'm glad you're here, and I hope you enjoy yourself. But before beginning on today's video, I'm going to need you to smash the crap with that like button, subscribe to this channel, and click that notification bell so you don't miss any videos from me. Otherwise, you might wake up with spiders crawling in your ear tonight. And we don't want spiders crawling in our ears, do we? Anyway, in today's video, we're gonna take a look at some of the things you can do at level 50 because I have received some requests from some of my free company mates on what video guide to do. So, like I said, you can either message me in game or in the comment section below. Let me know if there's any guide you'd like me to do for you, or any games you'd like me to play for you, or even reviews. I'm willing to do reviews, willing to do reactions. Send me some things to react to, whatever you guys want. But for today's video, we're doing things to do at level 50. Now, it's kind of a interesting question because it all depends on what expansions you have. At this point, you should be able to go all the way up to level 60, but there are a lot of interesting things you can do at level 50 as well. So we're gonna go over some things that are not just cut and dry to maybe help you guys find some things to do at level 50 until, well, obviously, you keep leveling up. So, first thing that there is, it's kind of plain as day, is to just continue on with the main story quest, because it continues all the way up to 80. That's definitely something you really want to do when you're at level 50. Well, when you reach level 50, just to continue on with it, you'll have to go through a little field of quests that were the patches for A Realm Reborn. But that being the case, it's not really that big of a deal. If you feel like it's getting a little bit too drawn out, we're going to share with you some things you can do to break up the monotony. So, first, you can unlock the Coils of Bahamut. Now, what is the Coil of Bahamut? The Coils of Bahamut are the normal raids for A Realm Reborn. There are normal raids at 50, 60, 70, and 80. Those are 8-man raids, not the 24. The 24s are alliance raids, and there's also alliance raids at 50, 60, 70, and 80. But you already know that, because in order to continue on, you do have to unlock the Crystal Tower, and it is in fact part of the requirements for you to actually get into a lot of the, or a certain portion of the quests that you'll find in between A Realm Reborn and Heavensward. I'm gonna fly instead of just a ramble. Coils of Bahamut is something you can do to break out the monotony a little bit, and there's actually some really cool looking armor that you can get in there that'll actually help you when it comes to glamoring, because it's the only place you can get them, so it's a good place to get those particular glamours. And I'm too big for this room, so all right. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to the Waking Sands. You've been doing this for a while at this point, so because you should have been able, you should have been doing, your primals, because you'll also want to unlock your extremes, but we'll get that in a second. Once you're in here, you're going to run through this door. Wait, wrong one. My bad. That's the Solarium. You're going to go through this door in the bottom, and you come to this room right here. Now, he's not here right now because I've already done it, but you'll find Irange over here. I believe he's right here, standing with blue quest markers. Now, once you've completed Ifrit Hard, Garuda Hard, and Titan Hard, you'll unlock a quest called the Primal Awakening. That quest will unlock the Bahamut, the Binding Coil of Bahamut, which is the first of your Coil of Bahamut raids. There are a lot. There is 5 smaller instances called turns for the binding, but there are turn 1, turn 2. Yeah, there's 5 turns. Each turn consists of multiple boss fights or multiple dungeons. This is back before they started shrinking your normal raids. As you'll see when you get to level 80, they are just the boss, but the boss fights take a little longer. However, there is a few here that'll be trash. They have some trash to weed through, but it's actually important to the story. The story is actually really interesting, so it's something that you should at least run through. We just started doing that with some of the free company mates yesterday, helping them get through it. I've already been through it along with a couple of the officers in my free company. But it's something that people want to experience. Now, the second thing that you can do to break up the monotony of those quests is do your extreme primals. That includes, let me show you. It's all of these extremes. Wrong one. That is for Storm. There we go. That includes Ultima. That includes Garuda, Naval, which is the Titan. You have Ifrit. You have the Mughal King, of course. World Eater. You've got, which is Leviathan. You've got Ramu. You got Shiva, excuse me. All of them have an extreme version. And that's the only place you get those mounts. Now, and those mounts being the horses that I know you guys have seen running around. So you can do a little bit of mount farming at 50. And it's actually a little bit more fun to do it the hard way, if I'm gonna be honest. It does take a little more skill, and can take a lot more time, but it's definitely more fun to do it the hard way. I'll show you those mounts in just a moment. I'm gonna take my bird, and like I said, I'll do a video like this for 60, 70, and obviously 80 as well. But I want to show you the horses that I'm talking about in case you guys haven't seen it. This one's the rare one. It's not required for anything, but it's the nightmare. But you've got 1 horse for every element for each one of those, right? The only ones that don't have a horse, I believe, are weapon, and neither does Thorn March, right? Because those are not specific elementals. There's a horse for each one, and once you've got all of them, for every one of your elemental primals, and I guess I'm just going through them. This one's actually one of my favorites. I just think the coloration is really cool. But once you've gone through all of them, you'll actually get your Kieran. Or you can get your Kieran. You just go up to the minstrel that is in Mordona, right? He'll be sitting right in front of the waking stones, like outside, not inside of it, but like right outside of it on a bar stool. Just talk to him. He'll give you a little quest. You go in and show to the crystal, and as long as you have all of your horses, you'll just automatically get your Kieran. Kieran is an interesting one. As you can see how it flies, it's got little light wings that come out. I kind of like Kieran personally. But yes, that's another thing you can do. Another thing you could do is you could do maps, but they're not really like treasure maps, but they're not really as interesting now as they will be at 80. They're very profitable at 80. But we'll go over treasure map hunting in the 60s, because starting at the 60s, because that's when the treasure maps have the ability to have portals, which will bring you to the places where you can actually start to make some money and get some rarer materials. Now, another thing you can do is you can do some golden saucer grind, but you can do that at any time. But 50 is a good time to break it up if you're having some. If you're getting a little bit of a strain, from the amount of quests that are between A Realm Reborn and Heavensward. A good way to break it up is to do a little bit of you know, some golden saucer grind. But again, my recommendation to you is to continue on with the main story quest for sure, because you can go back and do all of these raids and everything just the way they are right now by, you know, changing by remove, you know, setting minimum item level and taking the echo off, and it'll be just like it was when you were level appropriate with a minimum item level, and that'll make sure that you get the full experience of the raid with how difficult it is. So, you know, my recommendation is to continue on so that you have access to more to more things. But yeah, that's basically what you can do. You could also do some Palace of the Dead, which I've shown in another video how to unlock that. But Palace of the Dead is a good way to start working on other classes. You can get other classes up to level 50 if you want to take a little break from story quest grinding. But at the end of the day, that main story quest is going to get you where you want to go, because you're going to have to unlock all of it. So, and it's really enjoyable. Like I said, everything up to level 50 is character building. Everything after that just keeps getting better and better and better and better. So if you enjoyed everything before level 50, you will absolutely 100% enjoy everything immediately after that. It's just an outstanding thing. So, and through the magic of video, here I am in the East Black Shroud to tell you that you can also work on your Beast Tribe factions for ARR, which is a Realm Reborn. Each one has a mount that you can get. In here we have, I can't remember what they're called, but there's the little weed people. Level them up and you can get yourself a mount from them, and there's several factions. I'll just show them to you right here. So as you can see, there are several factions for Realm Reborn. These would be the Sylphs, the Amalja, you can do the Kobolds, or you can do the Sahagin. All of them are located in different areas, but each one has a mount. The XIV we went over in my crafting video. Those are for crafters only. But these are your combat ones. They do take a little bit of time to raise, mainly because everything in Realm Reborn got less faction when we did the quests. So it's something you can work on to break the monotony of the quests if you feel the quests between Realm Reborn and Heavensward are getting a little bit, shall we say, a little bit long, because they can feel that way depending on how you feel about the story. I personally liked it, but I've heard some people say it's a little slow because it's character building, but it does get better. So with that said, let's get back to the remainder of the video. If you find this video helpful, please just smash the crap that like button, subscribe to this channel, and share this video with your friends. Let me know how you feel in the comment sections. Let me know if there's any other guides you'd like me to make or any other kind of games you'd like me to play. I know this video is a little bit shorter than normal, but I just wanted to get to the nitty gritty and let you guys decide what you want to do and give you my personal opinion on it. And I hope that helps some of you out. Remember, before we go, I also want to give a shout out to my streaming buddies. One's name is Killicam. The link to his YouTube channel will be in the description, along with a link to Crafty Rob's YouTube channel. Those two are my part of my stream team. We game together, we grow together. That's how we do it, which is why I stream on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, starting at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Love to have you over there. The link to my Twitch channel will be in the description as well. Just head on over there, click follow. Love to have you over there, and we can chat, play some games. I run Chat's Choice quite frequently, where you guys get to pick loadouts for games like Black Ops, Cold War, and things like that. So just let me know over there. But other than that, I want you guys to know gamers can and should be unifiers, because when you're playing games, it doesn't matter what political party you're from, what color your skin is, what language you speak. None of that matters. All that matters is that you're playing the game. This is what gamers share. This is what should bring us together, because it's what we have in common. We have this in common, and people who don't play games don't understand how much of this is part of who we are. So always remember that we can and should be unifiers. I want you guys to remember to always live your best game.